Good morning, campers, and welcome back to Lotus Operations. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about yet another healthy weed that you can eat that grows in your yard. Okay, campers, welcome back to Lotus Operations, and we are talking about lamb's weed, also known as pig's weed, and by many other names. Now, this plant is an edible plant that can only be eaten in small quantities, but that can be used to enhance your flour, be used in soups and porridges, and also to enhance your bread to give it a better flavor overall. Now, the reason why this plant can only be eaten in small quantities is because of the fact that it contains saffron, a natural element that is toxic to humans if eaten often and or in large quantities. But the way to remove the toxins from this plant, you would have to cook it and cannot eat it raw if you want to take precautions in a survival situation. But you can eat the leaves, you can eat the stems, and you can eat the flowers of the plants. Now, the seeds contain the most toxin, but as of now, we're not able to see what the seeds look like because it is not the time of the season for the seeds. But the seeds can also be ground down and eaten if necessary. But those you need to take the most precaution because they contain the highest levels of the poison. The lamb's quarters vitamins contents includes vitamin A, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B3, vitamin C, potassium, iron, magnesium, and a few other vitamins that I'm not able to say the names of for some reason. But this plant overall is extremely nutritious for the body, mildly toxic, as I mentioned, but can be removed if you cook it, and or can be eaten raw with a spinach-like flavor. So we are going to taste it, and we're going to see if it actually has a spinach-like flavor. But the leaves, before I eat it, are this shape with the small spikes going forward of the plant in a jagged formation looking like this. So let's see exactly if it does taste like spinach, like my research says. Okay, it is not bitter. That's another benefit of this plant. It does have a slight spinach-like taste, but it's a little bit stronger than spinach. Another benefit of this plant, you can actually freeze it if you were able to, but in a survival situation, you wouldn't be freezing it. You can actually eat it throughout the year because the flavor does not change even as it grows. So from a baby plant to a adult style plant, the flavor stays the same throughout its entire life. So you will know exactly what it tastes like, and it ain't like, oh, I'm gonna grab it young where it tastes better. Oh, is this too old? Is this too young? You know that with this plant, its flavor is going to be the same, identical, but I personally recommend, since of the mild toxins within the plant over time, you maybe eat this plant once a week at the most if you were stuck in a survival situation and you needed to eat this plant, unless you boiled it and cooked the toxins out, drained the water, and then ate it later like that. Now, the dangers of lamb's quarters. If you are allergic to lamb's quarters, you will have allergic reactions like of allergies, sneezing, runny nose, itchy eyes, rashes, potential respiratory issues that you could have. So when taking lamb's quarters, small quantities, to make sure you are not allergic to it, because you don't want to end up dying. Or even if you have asthma, this will trigger asthma attacks if you eat it. So if you have extreme sensitivity to asthma-like substance, if you have an extreme sensitivity to the plant that has these types of symptoms, do not touch it, because this will be worse off for you in a survival situation. So I hope you found this video informative. Do more research on it. Do more research on what it could be beneficial for. Like the seeds can be grounded up into a powder to be used as flour for the bread, or to be as a substitute in your breads. You just have to be careful with the amount that you eat because of the mild toxins, because you don't want to end up dying in a survival situation unless that's your plan. So hope you enjoyed the video. More to come, and Lotus Operations out.